And we're on. Hey, can you see me? I hope you can. Yeah, today we were actually cabling up the gears and brakes, and the forks came. The blue forks are here with much ado. And they're chipped and faded and scratched just like the rest of the bike. Thank you, friend. You know who you are, who sent these to me. You rock, dude. They match the bike perfectly. A well-worn sky blue fork in the 6 5/8 range. The threads are decent. There was a little rust in here. You know, hey, next time clean them up a little. No, that's okay. I cleaned up the rust. The race is on there nice and tight. It's a good race. It's clean. I'm going to leave that alone. We are going to take these crappy red ones out and put these in. It's funny, I was just starting to cable this up to save time and the forks came. But we'll switch it over. We'll switch it over right now. That's what we're going to do. Oh yeah. Let's get you in here on the goodies here. Yeah, I was going to cable everything up and then switch it out, but right when I started to cable things, the forks came. And we will put grease on this since we're going to put it in a set of forks that is going to stay on the bike. Usually you have to use a wrench to take this off, but this was just chucked in here lightly. We whistled it in the other day. Bring that out. Oh, could clean that up a little bit before we put it on. Okay, let's take these out. We didn't grease them. We didn't care. And we don't care. These were just in here for mock-up. But now we're going to use these bearings on the other fork that is good. Okay, let's get some grease. We've got the grease right here. We're going to put some grease under this cone here. I know it's all clean. I've cleaned this very clean. We know that's clean. I've cleaned these races before I pounded them back in the frame. Do not worry. They're clean. They're good. I inspected them. I'm not just blindly shoving grease in a hole. Well, actually I am, but I know it's clean. And that's nice and clean. We'll put grease in that. It's nice to get the right forks. Well, I mean, these forks totally match the bike. They're scratched, they're worn, they're faded, but they're true. And they're straight, and the threads are good. So, I really can't complain. Okay, this top one gets the smaller bearing. And it goes in like that. Savvy? Okay, so I'll put a little more grease on that in a second. And this is the bottom one. And it goes on here, but we'll dab a little grease on there too. Grease is your friend, everybody. Especially when it's not contaminated white lithium. Okay, that's a lot of grease. We'll put some on the threads too. Okay, so that one's ready to pop in there. This one's almost ready. I got to put a little more grease on that. Okay. Oh yeah, ready to go, Freddy. Okay, in we go. And this goes on here. And the threads are good. I said the threads were good. Yeah, my hands are so greasy. Give me a second. I'm going to get this towel. Yeah, if you don't like getting grease on your hands, you shouldn't work on bikes. You can wear those green gloves, you know, you can wear the latex gloves. I don't really care. There's been so much grease on my hands during the years that something's wrong unless my hands are greasy. Okay, that is feeling good. That other one actually had a bent steer tube. It wasn't really noticeable by the eye. But when I put these other ones in, I could feel it like pinching a little bit. And this one's not pinching at all. It's nice. Oh man, it's good to have friends that are also addicted to bikes. Okay, and this race was very... Oh yeah, that's loose. Look at that. That's no good. This fork is just no good. Anyway, this is good. Let's hit this with a little steel wool. That shifter part there. And then we'll put it on. And we'll put the little washer if it fits. Don't use steel wool. You're scratching the chrome. I don't care. It's a quadruple aught steel wool. Yes, it scratches the chrome a little bit. Okay, that's better. All right, and so the notch is right here, and it goes on there. Boom. Now, hopefully there's room for the washer and the nut. I took this washer and filed it up a little bit, and I'm always telling folks this. You know, just from it being on the bike for years, there's a burr. So you kind of like, you know, you make sure that's flat. Both sides. Yeah, you're taking the plating off. Oh, well. There'll be enough grease on there to help it. So yeah, you're just kind of taking that burr down so it's flat. So it does flat washer things, okay? And this little notch goes towards the back. Now Schwinn kind of did a funny thing. See how that notch is right there towards the back of the fork? For a few years, and I don't know why they did this, they put the notch off to the side. So when you go to convert your bike to 5-speed, which you probably shouldn't be doing, the notch is off to the side, and only a special shifter for that year with the notch off to the side fits. I don't know why. I don't know why. All I know is I ran into that a few times, and the pieces that fit it had to have the notch off to the side. It was lame. Okay, we got enough room for that. Look at that. Let's put some grease on this. We'll put a little grease inside this nice retaining nut here. Okay. And look at that. Now I'm going to go backwards until I hear a click. I'm going to go backwards. There we go. See that? There was a click. When you're backing it off, there's a click because the thread is popping down on where it should go. Okay. I don't see anything wrong with this. We're not going to put the final whammy on it yet. We're just going to snug it up. Okay. Where is... Okay. Because I can't put the final whammy on it. I have to have the bars in and hold the bars. But I can snug it up a little. That's not bad. Okay. So now we will put grease on this handlebar stem. We will grease it up. We will slather. And we will put it in here and tighten it up. We want that to be able to come out when it's needed. In you go, lots of grease. How come things on camera never work perfectly? How come? You know, when you're not on camera and you're doing stuff, it's just like, wing, it goes right in. But when you're on camera, there's grease everywhere. You're dropping stuff. There we go. I have grease all over everything. There's the minimum insertion mark. And that's as high as those will go safely. This is a 22-inch frame, so... Oh, no, back up. So we're okay. I can ride it. Oh, man. How come things on camera just... You're greasy and you drop stuff. There's grease everywhere. The true nature of working on bikes. Okay. Let's get you out of the way here for a sec. Okay, how's the minimum insertion mark? Yeah, it's up a little high. That's all right. Man, I definitely know how to get grease on things. Okay. Okay, that's not the final tighten on anything. I'm gonna put this on the ground. Once I ride it, I'll put it on the ground and see how this feels when you're sitting on it, and then I'll adjust this cone accordingly, and then I'll put the final tighten on that. It's just a thing I always do. Like, bearings have a way of like seating in. They have a way of, you know, once this is on the ground and you rode it a few times, just a few feet, you bring it back in and kind of sit on it, and then you can feel if this is too tight or too loose. And you can hit the front brake if it was on there and rock the bike back and forth, and you can also feel here with your hand. It's just a fine-tuning thing. I'm not going to put the whammy on that yet, or this, because I know I'm going to put it on the ground, ride it a few feet, see how it feels, adjust this accordingly, then hold the bars and put the whammy on that. Okay, that's just the way I am. Okay, so we did get this cable in, and it's good. I had to use a black sheath in there so it fits. The gray one so you can work in here pretty good and back in here. But for some reason, getting the fatter gray cable in there is really difficult. But we got a piece in, and let's run it through the gears. And then I'll add this to another video so you guys can just, you know, zone all day. The next video will probably be me dealing with the back tire and tube and other things. Okay, so we're in 5th right now. Oh, I forgot. I forgot I was gonna cable it up. Yeah, I don't have a rear brake cable right now. I was gonna cable it up too, and so I put this on here and I was gonna cable it. But remember, don't try to pedal the wheel with this on, okay? Yeah, here's what happens when you leave your brake tool on. Yeah, rookie. All right, let's run this through the gears real quick. Okay, yeah. Okay, we're in 5th now. I still haven't figured this bolt out yet. I think once I ride it, this will suck in a little bit on the threaded part of the hub, and then I can put that bolt the right way. Okay, here we go. That's 5th. Here's 4th. How hard is one hand? Fifth. Oops. 5th. 4th. Come on now. Where's 4th? There's 4th. 3rd. 2nd. first. All right. Not bad. And if we had a cable, we'd have brakes. Yeah, that's not bad. Here, well, let's pop it down to 5th. You guys can get an idea of what's going on. There we go. Back up to 1st. Oh, 5th. Yeah. Yeah, it's good. It is good. Yep, I don't see a problem with that. It's all happy. Look at that freewheel protector. I might have to change that to a plastic size if I'm a plastic one. If I'm going to use this non-schwinn freewheel, I probably will have to get rid of that chrome one. And that's disappointing because I really like the chrome on there. Chrome doesn't get you home, but it looks nice. Hey, okay, I'll add this to another video, and all is well, folks. We're doing good. Look at that fork. It's like it was on that bike forever. Chipped, faded, the decals all worn off. Oh, absolutely perfect. Okay, folks, the next video I'll probably be putting a tube and tire on the back and stealing a front rim off of a parts bike down in the basement grotto. I have a bike that is definitely going to be parted out. It's a Collegiate Girls Root Beer Brown 5-speed. And I hate to say it, but that's the reality of it being a Schwinn collector or somebody into old Schwinns. Ladies kept good care of their bikes, and the parts on those bikes are always complete and there until some jerk comes along and parts them out. All right, folks, keep it positive. Don't feed the negative. Think good thoughts. It's going to be great. Just keep working on your old bikes. You're going to feel great. Getting better and better every day. Greetings. Just when you thought I gave up. Well, I'm not giving up as usual. Welcome to Faulkner Fixes All. We got a quick minute, and I'm going to add this video to the last one, and it'll look like I just magically changed clothes and it's a new sunny day. Just think of how wonderful that is. Okay, this is a parts bike. Oh God, I hate to do it. I hate to do it. I got this at a flea market for about, 15 bucks a few years ago. Actually, 8 years ago. And, you know, I've been slowly robbing stuff off of it. It does have a speedometer with, how many miles are on there? Well, looks like somebody rode this bike, they put 1,000 miles, 1,015 miles. Well, good for them, man. They must have been in shape in the 70s. Okay, so I already took the front wheel off, which I need. It's over here. It's an S5 deep dish style. You know, the tire has definitely seen better days, and we'll get into that in a minute. This came off the front wheel. It's a speedometer drive. Schwinn approved. I rarely use these. Look at that greasy gunk. I rarely put these on bikes. I usually just sell them for parts. The fact that it has the drive and the speedometer, I think I have a cable. I could probably offer that for sale somewhere. And you know what's really cool is, I think this is a Schwinn approved root beer brown glitter lock. These were very unpopular because they were really easy to pick. I'll do another video on that. But it was on this bike. Root beer brown collegiate from... Oh, what is this? I can't make that. It looks like a GH. Let's see. What is H? H is G and H. F is 70. Let's see. G is July. F H I. skip the letter I, F, H, 71, 72, 73. Looks like July of 73. Makes sense. Looks like a early 70s. You know, I hate to do it. I really hate to do it, but what we need today is we need this derailleur. I'm just not going to use that one. It's really nice and it works nice. But what's happening is it's kicking the wheel that way. And also, this is a 10-speed freewheel protector, and the 5-speed was bigger. If you notice, it's a bigger diameter. And this one, I could probably have Fred dip that or something. Anyway, we need this. We may use this freewheel if I can make it work. And that would prevent the whole closer to the frame thing that's happening over there. And then we need this to kick it back more. So we need this. This back wheel is obviously rusty, but it can go on another bike. And we need these nice cable ferrules. You see how these are? I know they don't look like they're better than the other style, but they are better than this new style. I know it's picky, but this is the Schwinn. This is nice. It's not a universal. It fits in really good. These don't fit in that great. They're new, but you know. So we need those ferrules. There's 2 of them. Well, that's an easy one. Wow, that was really easy to take that off. And, well, I think that's all we're going to take off today. I probably will offer this on eBay once I remove the cranks, because I need those on another bike. There's another frame coming too, and there's going to be parts off. I hate to do it, folks, but this is what happens to girls' bikes. They slowly get parted down. Anyway, let's pop off the parts we need real quick. Yeah. Pop it off. And we'll have to do it without a stand, and that's okay. We know what we're doing. First, we'll take my glitter root beer lock off. We can pick that really easy. That's why those aren't popular. Let's pop this over real quick, like, hey, get off of there. And you may have noticed I already have a front wheel back on this, which is incorrect, because things need to roll and kickstands need to work when it's up here. It can't be a bike that's going to fall over. So, just me. I'm anal like that. I don't like stuff flopping around. All right, let's take this chain off. And we don't really care about this chain. It's really rusted. In fact, it's going right in the scrap bin. Yeah, it's so bad I can't even get the chain tool in there. I might just snip it. You know what? We're going to snip it. I can't even deal. I can't deal. It's that bad. Don't do this at home. or if you do it out in your garage. Really not the tool to be using. I don't really care. There we go. Why mess around? The chain's completely toast. Somebody would probably say, my God, that's an original Schwinn chain. What are you doing? You could soak that for like 20 years and use it. I don't think so. Okay. And these cranks are good. They're not bent. The gear is good. Yeah, these will clean up. Definitely going on another bike. Anyway, let's get the parts we need real quick. To do that, we got to take this wheel off and snatch this little derailleur we want. Hope everyone's doing good today. It's a nice sunny day. Oh man, it's a nice day. Better than it was like the other day. Okay, we'll just kick this off to the side. We need this. Oh yeah, this is definitely, that's rough, but we need this for sure. And we're going to try to reuse this somehow. I don't know. It is the 5-speed cog. It is nice and big. There is a difference from 5 to 10. They gave you lower gears on the 5. All right, let's see. We need a 9 for that. 8, 9. All right. Maybe get you down a little lower here. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, it's sacrilege. Parting out a girl's bike as usual. Oh my goodness. Absolutely terrible. Huh. Yeah, I don't have the right wrench on me. That's okay. Life goes on. Okay, good. There's the cable. Okay. All right, this is good. Wow, there's a spring in this one. Nice GT100 5-speed derailleur. This should clean up real nice. And this is a collegiate derailleur. And it does have a little spring there. On the 5-speed, they gave you a pretty good derailleur. And they gave you a bigger cluster here because it was only a 5. So you can get up some hills with that. This is worth really cleaning up and checking out and maybe making it work a little better. Definitely worth a try. So we got that. We're putting that over here. We need that. Okay, what else do we need? Oh, we need to put another back wheel on this to make it stand up. We don't care. We're just going to shove a wheel on there. It doesn't have to be the right wheel. We just want it to stand up on its own with a kickstand. And we don't care. There's a song like that. We don't care. Okay. And we don't. We just want this to stand up on its own. Yeah, it's a coaster brake wheel. We don't care. We don't even care that one bolt holds it on. We just want this to stand up so I can roll it in the corner and take off parts as I need. Yes, we'll see. Okay. Let's flip it back over. Okay, now, yes, we have the wrong back wheel on there. It's just to store this as a parts bike because we need parts off of this. And unfortunately, this bike's never going to be a runner again. It's probably just going to go on eBay as a frame, fork, chain guard, and brown glitter lock. And I think somebody would probably buy it just because they could build it back up. I might throw the speedometer in too, you know, and the drive for it. All right, what else do we need on this? We need these ferrules. So let's take that off. Look at that, it's still got the original plastic schwinn. It's still got the original plastic schwinn cable end guard. Wow, I will use this on this other bike for sure. That is schwinn, baby. Big score. Piece of plastic. Big score. Oh, I'm doing good. Oh, now. I'm going to be nice. There we go. All right. Good, good. We'll just take the whole cable. It's got that nice end there, that ferrule, and it's got these two pieces here. for the next build. We'll just wrap it up and save it as a unit. And here's the front one. We got that ferrule. We're doing good. Yeah, we're doing all right. And I'll show you one more thing on these, which is cool on this particular year. Some Schwinn brakes that are Schwinn approved, this part, the adjuster barrel, goes down like this for a girl's bike. That's why the girl's bike cables are always rusty right here in the sheath, because water goes in. But some of these have a rivet here, and you have to drill the rivet out to convert it to boys. But this one was before they started doing that, and you can just undo this and take this piece out and switch it with that one, and then you have a boys brake bike. I mean, a boys brake for a boys bike. Some of them are riveted and it's a pain in the butt, but this particular year they decided not to rivet it. Okay, so there's a lot of good parts left on this. Let's take this cable out right now. It's kind of in the way. You know, for the next 5-speed conversion, there's a lot of good parts. You know, we're doing all right, making good grades. I mean, I probably won't use this cable again, but we're just going to take it out of the bike just for safekeeping. Okay, so that's basically all I really want on this bike. But we're going to kick it off to the corner and tear down this front wheel, or at least take a look at this front wheel I'm going to use. All right, so let's put this back in Parts Alley. Unfortunately, boy, you know, sometimes you just, when I bought this bike, 8 years ago at a flea market, I knew it was going to be parted out. You know, I knew right away what was going to happen to this bike. It was going to make a couple of bikes worth of conversions, especially one boy's 5-speed, but I knew the front wheel was going somewhere else. I knew the bar was going somewhere else. I mean, it's a really clean, it'll clean right up, but root beer brown girl's bike, small frame, wah, wah, back in the corner. Womp, womp, womp. Sorry, 73 of July, girl's bike. Sorry. Okay. Oh, there's a really nice bell that came on it too. Really nice. All right, let's get this front wheel over here and we'll check it out. So yeah, this is the front wheel we're going to use on that bike. And obviously, you know, that tire has seen better days. You know, when I parked this in the basement 8 years ago, it was a running, riding bike. All this surface rust and these tires rotting out, most of it happened down there, unfortunately. Yeah, that's the way it goes. All right, let's get this tire off and see what we got. Yeah, right. Oh, sure, it'll pop right off. Oh, yeah, you betcha. Oh, yeah, no problem. Oh, yeah. It's probably the original tube. Let's see if it says Schwinn on it. Let's see here. Sometimes they say Schwinn right on them. No, I don't think this is a Schwinn tube. Wow. Huh. Well, sometimes they actually say Schwinn right on them. That one's been replaced. Okay, so this one, it's dry. It's real dry. Listen. Oh, yeah. And it's a style I don't really like. And here's the skinny on that. It doesn't have the cinch down bolts for the cones. These just spin, and they rely solely on one bolt being tight, and this little fork deal, this piece fits in the fork, and they rely solely on that and one wheel nut being tight, or both of them actually. But I'm just not down with that, and I will get some jam nuts that fit on here, and we will do away. I might keep that piece, I'm not sure, that little fork piece, but we're probably gonna put double jam nuts on it because that's how we roll. It was a great idea, but that's you're going into rally territory. You know, that's what Rally did. They had one fixed cone that they would tighten on the threaded hub, and then they had one cone that you could reach in with a wrench. Once it was on the bike bolted in, you could reach in with this wrench and tighten it. And you know, we don't have to go back to 1930. Okay, let's tear down this hub real quick, see what's happening. And then we'll call it quits and add this to the other video, and it'll look like I just magically changed my clothes and it became a sunny day, right? Yeah, I don't like this style at all, and here's why. You know, you take that little fork protector off, you take that off, and your hub's just free coasting around in there. Woo! Oh, my adjustment's changing while I ride. That's not happening. You know? I don't know if these are caged or not. Let's get a box. Let's get the box. That's what we do. Well, I can tell you right now, these cones are dry, but they're good. They look okay. I mean, it's shiny, but I don't see any giant pits. It's a little pitted. We'll clean that up and take a good look at it. All right, let's take this one out. And this one looks shiny too. Looks good. It'll clean up. Axle is not bent. That's good. Let's pop this. Let's pop that off and see if these are caged or not. Oh, good, they're caged. Okay. For some reason, I thought these were loose pack, but they're caged. Boy, that is a dry, sticky bearing. Man. Huh. We are so glad we repacking this. We'll have to soak this really good. It is dry and sticky. Okay. And this one is also almost frozen, dry, and sticky. That's why you have to kind of check these things out. And looks like there's some, looks like these races are okay. I mean, they're sticky and dry. Man, that's some dry grease. All right, well, the next video we'll have this all cleaned up and we'll assemble it. You know the deal. I'll just spare you the grunt work, but that's the deal. And I'm really sorry about this, parting this bike out, but that's what happens in the Schwinn girls bike land. It becomes many other bikes, and unfortunately that's the way it goes. You know, I'd rather have a bike like this than a girl's bike that's too small for me. Granted, this is for 10 speed. Yeah, 5 speed they gave you a little bit bigger. We're gonna make it right, folks. Yeah, we're gonna make this right. I don't think I'll have to use the whole wheel. And I know this wheel to have a huge up and down hop, so I don't feel like doing all that. When I have a decent wheel, I don't have to spend 8 days putting 19 spokes in and hammering. And yeah, this is for the next conversion. And there will be one. There's a Schwinn Traveler frame coming. It's really nice. 63 Traveler with the chrome top chain guard. And I know I'm supposed to be doing welding, but yeah, don't tell anybody. Hey, have a good day, man. Faulkner Fixes All here. And subscribe if you want to. And leave me a comment about how great my hair is looking or something. And yeah, it's going to be okay, guys. Just, ladies and gents, just keep working on your old bikes. And, you know, it's going to be all okay. Don't feed the negative. All right, signing off. Trying to.